We gon' let them have it go forward. I'm still gon' have the last laugh. Everybody out there quiet as much. Yeah, I'm still gon' have the last laugh. Everybody out there quiet as much. Yeah, exactly. We gon' let them have it go forward. I'm still gon' have the last laugh. Yeah, exactly. We gon' let them have it go forward. I'm still gon' have the last laugh.
Oh my goodness, these dudes are a bunch of clowns. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Check this out. As you already know, the other day while they were all at a Halloween party, Diddy's sons, also known as the Three Little Diddlers, decided that they were gonna roll up on Ray J. And they were like, yo, you need to keep our father's name out your mouth. And then Ray J was like, get out of my face, little boys. And then, out of nowhere, like Superman, Chris Brown had to jump out of his car and break up the whole melee before it turned into a full-blown skirmish. Listen, before we go on, listen to Hazel E. describe how Diddy's sons jumped out on Ray J and tried to get active.
The building, actually, I honestly just saw like Christian, Justin, Quincy kind of start circling Ray a little bit. Words were exchanged. Things started getting heated as we went into the parking garage. You know, I feel like chests were being bumped. Ray had a backpack, and from the last situation we were outside with the zoo stuff, he went around and tried to go grab his backpack, and he had this satchel on, so I'm like, does he have a blower in there? Like, I don't want it to really, like, get to this level, so out of nowhere, Chris Brown hops out the car like a freaking leprechaun out of the magically delicious sky, and, like, honestly, he started breaking it up. I tried to talk to Quincy, Christian, get their stance on it, and let them know this just wasn't the time and the place. I understand emotions are high, and I understand what they're going through, but for the betterment and everybody getting in a better space, I pray that all parties can resolve things equally, you know. And,
so, from what you've seen, did things ever exactly get physical, or was it just words exchanged? Was there any, you know, fist thrown, or?
It definitely was like a chest bump, pushback, pull up the pants kind of vibe, but the way Chris came out and just, I mean, I swear he took Justin and Christian at the same time and just got both of them. I grabbed Quincy. The other security start, you know, his manager, David, their security, they grabbed Ray. So it was like, before actually, like, things all the way ensued, you know, we had a couple angels by our side.
Alright, so after the whole thing went down, Ray J calls Whack 100. He's like, yo, let me tell you what just happened. Why did Diddy's sons just try to jump out on me? Watch this.
And now I'm gonna get the squad back with him.
Ray J. No. Listen now. Everybody been calling me, and you know until you call me, I feel like it's no big deal. Alright? So I'm talking to the exposer homies. They talking about the Combs is trying to rush you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They tried to rush you in Miami?
In LA.
Where?
Bro, you know I'm not gonna call y'all because this could go somewhere else, and I'm like, you know, at the club, dog.
What, you didn't have Donut then with you?
I ain't nobody with me, dog.
So how many of them was it? 2, 3, what?
I don't know, like 8.
Oh, so it was them at 8 and they tried to rush you for real?
Yeah, but don't put this up, blood.
Nah, it's going out.
Nah, blood.
It's going in now. So my question to you is, can I put the other stuff out that we've been knowing about?
Nah, they too young, like it's like that. Like I moved away from it, like.
Huh?
I tried to talk some sense into like what happened, but I just, you know what I'm saying, luckily the homie Chris is here.
What Chris?
Chris Brown, bro. But Whack, don't put this up online.
Nah, it's this off.
Nah, but still don't.
It's going up. It's already online. It's online that tried to rush you and you ain't told me. Alright, so I'm gonna call you when I get back tomorrow. I'm gonna pull up on you. Alright. They tried to get the little homie.
Yeah, but Whack, they hot as fire grease right now. Leave them alone.
Man, don't give a how hot they is.
They hot. They hot. Yeah.
If we run into you, act like it's 1995.
Yeah.
Period.
They hot though.
Now you gonna try to rush 8 deep. That's crazy.
Listen, Whack 100 is like the supreme instigator. Ray J done told the man, don't put fuel on the fire. But yet, this dude gonna keep putting fuel on the fire. Why? Because he's like a 6-year-old, 60-year-old who loves freaking drama. Now, the reason why Ray J was like, yo, Whack, don't even put this out there, is because Ray J ain't worried about the Combses. Listen, the 3 little diddlers jumping out on you is akin to like 3 little toddlers in Huggies Pampers jumping out of a Power Wheels talking about they want to run the fate. Now I know that Diddy's got his 3 little rich, entitled, sheltered, spoiled, rotten mini-me's running around these streets thinking that they're tough guys. But the only street fight that Quincy, Justin, and King Combs stand a chance of winning is a Stomp the Yard or a You Got Served or a Michael Jackson style Beat It dance battle. I mean, real talk, what do you really think that these 3 Homely Hills gangsters are really gonna do to Ray J? Now, if Janice Combs jumps out on you and pulls that wig back, that right there is a whole different story. Now, I don't know what the 3 little diddlers were over there thinking when they tried to flex on Ray J, but I can only imagine that the 3 of them thought they were tough because they had on masks and were rolling around in matching Elon Musk Roblox Cybertrucks. Will y'all take a look at this?
If I told you this was only gonna hurt, if I warned you that the fire's gonna burn, would you walk in? Would you let me do it first? Do it all in the name of love? Would you let me lead you even when you're blind? In the darkness, in the middle of the night, in the silence, when there's no one by your side, would you call in the name of love? In the name of
Listen, trust me, Diddy's sons don't have nobody out in these streets shaking in their boots. I mean, I would be more scared if some dude rolled up on me in the Party City Diddy Halloween special. Oh my goodness, they're wrong for that. But real talk, can you imagine Quincy rolling up on somebody with a side bun, talking about what you want to do? Want to be ballers, shot callers, brawlers, who be dipping in the Benz with the spoilers, on the low from the Jake and the Taurus? Oh my goodness, that is laughable. And what's even funnier is that Diddy's youngest son King is running around town like he's Omar Epps and he just took out Bishop, and he's acting like somebody just rolled up on him and was like, "You got the juice now, son." I mean, is it just me, or is King out here acting like he got the juice? Let me know in the comments. And as far as Justin is concerned, how in the world are you out here trying to flex in a new whip when you ain't paid for the old whip? Alright, so a lot of people believe that Diddy's kids got their golden diapers all tangled up in a bunch because of Ray J's new podcast where he said this.
Do you forgive somebody for taking somebody's ass? There's a lot of people out here taking from people. People are getting robbed of not only their money and their spirituality, they're getting robbed of their womanhood and manhood. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain.
Now, I don't know if Diddy's kids are out here going rogue or if P. Diddy is over there giving them their orders. But if Diddy and his 3 little blind mice knew like I knew, Ray J would be the last person that I would want to cuff with. And I'm going to give you 5 reasons why. 1. Ray J is well respected in LA, and he's also been affiliated with the Pyrus for years.
Yeah, I can't wait to check them shows out, but I want to backtrack to a comment you told me earlier that caught my attention. You gave a shout out to the Pyrus. I had no idea you a Pyru?
I was just playing when I said on Bloods and Crips, meaning like I'm serious. That was a kind of a joke, like on Bloods and Crips, cause I was just joking. Yeah, that's why I was a joke. I said on Bloods and Crips, cause I was joking, meaning like I'm so serious, I put it on everybody. Like,
but you actually a Pyru, right? Because I know I came across an interview that Wack did, and you know he was very adamant about you being a Pyru. I had no idea you was a Pyru.
Well, I don't even remember 4 or 5. I grew up in a neighborhood in Carson called Centerview, so that's where we grew up, and everybody adapts to the neighborhood that they from. So yeah.
But you being a Pyru, how did that come about? Did you get put on, or how did that work?
My neighborhood was Pyrus, which is the P. But that part of Ray J and part of my world again is very small in a sense of if you're from out here, then you know what's up. If you're from anywhere else, you might be like, "What the?" You get what I'm saying? And so it's a definitely a LA thing. Shout out to the Pyrus, shout out to the Blood, shout out to the Crips, shout out to the North Side, South Side, all my SA homies. For sure. Shout out to all the gangs.
Look, even though people think of Ray J as Brandy's little brother, Ray J is mad connected. And if Ray J ever really felt threatened, all he really has to do is pick up the phone and make one wish, one wish, one wish, one wish. 2. If there's anybody who has their ear to the streets in Hollywood, it's Ray J. Because when he's out there doing his little sales pitches and trying to sell his little scooty bikes to people like Diddy, Ray J is also out there collecting intel and putting it in his pocket for later use. For example, check out this video of Ray J spending a little time with Diddy and Cassie.
Yeah. Y'all first want to be on the buy. You gotta support brothers when they, you know.
Ray J coming to himself.
Listen, calm, 450.
I can break a little bit sometimes.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead.
You guys look like careful.
Orange. Be careful, Cash. I don't want the ball to be put on BBS.
Okay. I won't even do it again.
So you know where you see the brakes up top though, right? Yeah, they good, they strong.
What is this called?
It's called the scooty bike. Where the play bug go?
I'm trying to jump with it. I'm not fun. Where do I put my feet back here?
Yep.
Why are there so many damn cameras? This is terrifying. I'm scared. I'm not even using the gas right now. What's wrong? Wait, am I
They got pants on the butt. Hold on.
You have to put a lock, right?
Let me not. Drop his off right now. Make him a hang. I want to put around him. You do? I can tell that nigga. Big homie. Oh yeah. They need the brakes right here. That's bad.
Yeah. Like it? Yeah.
Which one just like this?
Yeah. One just like this.
That's my cell, nigga. Chris Brown owns my cell. She looks colorful, looks fine. It's beautiful. I was the first one to buy a Chris Brown. Coming through it, first one. Listen, you the first one to be on it? Yeah. I was the first one to be on it, to buy it. Because you gotta support brothers when they, Ready to come into itself?
Listen, Calm 450 be riding on. We all know Calm, but that nigga 450 be riding on. I gotta do it. I can do last one. And then the key was
I just wrote it, bro. It's easy as fuck. Yeah. I can buy the example all that.
LED navigation, all that shit. Drop these money in on and hold on, so we get high. Fuck, be careful, nigga. Fuck, be careful, man. I'm scared, man. You know he gonna go up there. Nigga, please. Look, I'm doing like the video with the motorcycle fall, my nigga. I can't. Don't do it like that. Where Cassie go? She around the corner somewhere. Hey, yo, fuck, no, it's a go bring back all the blues.
3. Although Snoop is mad tight with Diddy and often refers to Diddy's sons as his nephews, Ray J is really Snoop's cousin, and he knows mad dirt on Diddy that Diddy does not want exposed. And like they say, blood is thicker than water. So, if anything goes down between Diddy's sons and Ray J ends up getting hurt or murked, Snoop is more likely to side with the Norwoods than he is with the Combses. And trust me, Diddy don't want that.
You know what I ain't know, man? I had no idea that you and Snoop, y'all was cousins.
Yeah, Snoop, my cousin. We all from Mississippi. Everybody is from anywhere from Greenwood, Jackson, Macomb, and everywhere else up this block. We all been related. And it hasn't been a super duper public thing over time, but I think it's getting more popular now. But my granddaddy used to take Daz and Snoop's either mom or mom's sister or cousins to school way back before we was born. Like it stretches far back before us. So shout out to Snoop, shout out to everybody in Mississippi, up the coast, up to 55 and on down.
So did you know the whole time that you and Snoop was cousins, or did you find out after both of y'all was famous?
Nah, hell nah. Snoop used to come pick me up, Snoop and Daz, when I was real, when like Brandy had her first album popping. I used to lie to Pops and tell him I'm about to do my homework somewhere down the street. Snoop and Daz used to pick me up, used to hide under the seat, used to take me to Can-Am every day. Yeah, this shit been going on for a hell of a long time.
You just mark my words. If it ever comes down to Snoop having to make a choice between defending and protecting Ray J versus protecting Diddy and his 3 little diddlers, Snoop is gonna choose family and turn on Diddy quicker than Kalina Harper turned on Dawn Richard.
Sean has always been somebody that I wanted to be like.
Cassie.
Love her to death, naive, like getting high. She likes partying.
Speaking of the after party.
I don't fucking know. Don't talk about no baby oil, man. Like, I still use baby oil. Y'all need to get into it. I saw Cassie grow up from a little girl that was willing to, like, give everybody motherfucking, get drunk and just have a good, like, model time.
What's your relationship like with Dawn?
I don't fuck with Dawn like that. And I'm gonna fucking stand on business. I didn't see that. What I saw was what the fuck is going on with you because you acting weird. You're a weird bitch. Is what I see. And it's a list of niggas where y'all at. Talk about it. Dawn's a weird motherfucker, man. But y'all motherfuckers call me to tell the truth. I'm finna motherfucker tell the truth. Just go with it. Just go with it. We don't have to think about nothing. Just go with it. Oh, just go with it. Just go with it.
Oh yeah, Diddy done got to her. I don't know if he paid her off or what. Because, like I told you, I know somebody who knows Kalina personally. And when she was on the phone talking to that person, trust me, this is not what she was saying. So I'm over here thinking that Diddy done either hit her off with some cash or he done showed her a blackmail tape with her over there shaking her beep. Okay, so back to the 3 hermanos, Ray J and Snoop. The only thing that I can think of that would cause Snoop to side with Diddy and his boys from the rich hood instead of siding with Ray J is this. If the rumors are true that Snoop indeed, in fact, did help Diddy delete Pac, then he's gonna stay quiet, because if he was to go with Diddy head to head, that would lead to mutually assured destruction. Now, personally, ever since that rumor started circulating in the 90s, I have never thought that it was true, but I'm not you. Listen, let me know down below. If it came down to it, do you think that Snoop would side with Ray J, or do you think that he would side with the three little diddlers? Let me know in the comment section below. And while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, 4. Ever since Kris Jenner basically pimped out her daughter Kim Kardashian and inked an under-the-table deal to put Kim's XXX tape with Ray J on the black market for a cut of the proceeds, Ray J has had ties and business dealings with the underground XXX video industry. So, if anyone is uniquely positioned to get their hands on Diddy's freak-off tapes and leak them to the public, it would be Ray J.
You got the same contract I got, except guess what? You rushed me to sign the contract because your mama was rushing me to sign it. So guess what you did? You signed my deliverables in your handwriting, right? Because you was rushing me. So you signed my deliverables. Kim Kardashian got her handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at the two, when you look at my signature and you look at her signature on my deliverables, that shit say sex tape number 1, tape number 2, and guess what? The third sex tape or the second they've been trying to play me on, that shit called Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the mother and said, hey, we're gonna go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it and made a decision, and then you get on whatever show you was on and take a lie detector test with a fraud.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, if Ray J ever wanted to blow up Diddy's spot and he wanted to get his hands on Diddy's authentic XXX tapes, all he has to do is get on the phone and call Kris Jenner. And before Ray J could even hang up the phone, Corey Gamble would be standing on his doorstep with a box that says top secret. Now, 5. And this one is a biggie. No pun intended. P. Diddy has always enjoyed the protection of Hollywood elites and record moguls like Clive Davis. But if it ever comes down to a feud between the Combses and the Norwoods, Clive Davis just might side with the Norwoods because Ray J and his big sister Brandy just may know something about Whitney Houston's life and or death that Clive Davis does not want the world to know. Source, if you would be so kind as to rewind time and take us back to February 9th, 2012, just 2 days before Whitney Houston passed away, I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, so on February 9th, 2012, Brandy, Monica, and Clive Davis are doing an interview where they're discussing A Boy Is Mine and they're also talking about their careers. Now, while they're doing the interview, Whitney Houston comes in and interrupts the interview out of nowhere. And then, while she's giving Clive Davis a hug, she slips Brandy a note.
My dad, I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Mom, come see her. Come say hi to Come say hi to your godfather. Come say hi to your goddad.
Okay, so unfortunately, that would end up being the last time that anybody saw Whitney Houston on TV, because 2 days later, she was found in a hotel, passed away in a bathtub. Now, after that, the dude who conducted that interview went on HLN and he said this.
A little context here. We were interviewing Brandy, Monica, and Clive Davis. They were promoting his Music Cares, the benefit that Clive Davis has every year. And they were giving an interview to us, and Whitney Houston just was staying at the hotel, as we know now. She had just been at the pool and was just walking by and basically hopped into the interview room unannounced and to the surprise of everyone. And you can see in the video, including Clive and Brandy and Monica, and of course Brandy on the left there. If you look very closely, you can see that actually Whitney handed some sort of note to Brandy, and they've known each other for a very long time, and you can see that she looks at the note and then hands it off to an assistant. And if you replay it enough, you can actually see this happen. Brandy looked a little uncomfortable, it seemed to me, and to a lot of people who've seen it.
Now, after Whitney slipped Brandy the note with the smooth hand-to-hand exchange like she was a corner boy selling dime bags, someone asked Brandy what the note said, and Brandy replied by saying, "I'm gonna just not say what it was and just keep that to myself for my own personal reasons." Alright, so let's keep it real, because I don't like to go down a rabbit hole unless I have to go down a rabbit hole. Till this day, Brandy has never disclosed what the note that Whitney gave us said. So realistically, it could be a thank you note, a happy belated birthday card, or a baby shower invite. Who knows? But with that being said, it could also be Whitney slipping Brandy some information that she urgently needed Brandy to know. And if Brandy knows, you know darn well that Ray J knows. So, seeing that just like us, Clive does not know what was enclosed in that note, he's not going to take any chances, and he's definitely not going to mess with Ray J. Because although that note could be nothing more than like a curry chicken recipe, it could also be something that could potentially collapse Clive Davis's empire. Listen, let me know down below. What do you think was enclosed in a note that Whitney Houston passed to Brandy 2 days before Whitney Houston was found in a bathtub and her spirit went up yonder? Do you think that it was a curry chicken recipe? Or do you think it was top secret Hollywood info that could potentially bring down Clive Davis? Now, here's the thing. Even if that particular note didn't contain any top secret info, Clive Davis is still not going to mess with Ray J because Ray J was mad tight with Whitney even though he used to try to front. But Ray J was mad tight with Whitney. So, he knows mad stuff about Clive that Clive does not want us to know about. I mean, real talk. Even though Ray J likes to jump on TV acting like a clown sometimes, Ray J really may know where a lot of the bodies are at in Hollywood. Especially since, in addition to being mad close with Whitney Houston, Ray J was mad tight with Wendy Williams. I mean tight.
Wendy used to love you. Every time you would come to New York to hang out with her, she used to call me and say, "Ooh, Ray J's coming. I'm gonna go do this." Like, Wendy never talked about pulling herself together and doing something to hang out at dinner with no man. Then there was a time I remember now, as you said this, if y'all walking in New York City together, y'all were together?
I'm trying to keep a straight face. I just said the Grove Club, and I'm wrong.
No, because Wendy really, she talked about you.
I love her. I love her. She's my friend, and we, like I have a lot of like very different kind of diverse friends. You know what I'm saying?
And in addition to being tight with the gossip queen who knew all of the tea, Ray J definitely does know something that Diddy and his kids don't want us to know about. I mean, just listen to what Whack 100 said.
So my question to you is, can I put the other stuff out that we've been knowing about? So my question to you is, can I put the other stuff out that we've been knowing about?
Yo, all I can say is this. Cooler heads need to prevail, and Diddy's kids need to realize that there's nothing that they can do for their daddy while he's locked up in jail, except send a ninja some commissary money, visit him, and let the criminal justice system take its course. Because the only thing that them going out and playing gangster is gonna do is ensure that each one of them follows in their daddy's footsteps and ends up right in jail. And believe me when I say, none of the Combs boys are built for jail. But here's the good news. We now know that Ray J spoke to Diddy's sons and they sort of made up. And we know this because Nicki Minaj decided to get to the bottom of things. Check this out.
Was you just fighting people in the club?
No, I was being a better person in the club, and I want to always be the better person, and I want to start practicing being an advocate for mentorship programs for entrepreneurs that's making money that's possibly might fall off the deep end, that if they were mentored correctly and if we can put some seminars together.
Ray J, but I will completely not only click on you before you finish your sentence, but I will block you, okay?
Okay, so what
when
you want to know?
When I ask a question, it's to be answered. This is a court, sir. Okay? You came in you've been trying to get my attention. Now you got it, okay?
You got it.
Were you just fighting in the club? Yes or no? I don't want...
No, we didn't have a fight. We had a big argument right outside the club.
And who started it?
This time, I think I got loud and got aggressive, but it was the third time this happened. And so I felt like I needed to stand up for myself. Even though I was talking shit and we was having a lot of crazy words, I was walking that way to avoid the issue. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. And it's unfortunate, but what's dope is that we all got on the phone. We talked for about 35 minutes.
Do that. Don't care.
You don't care about the piece about it?
At what point? So you saying someone approached you, and this is the third time y'all been having this argument. What was y'all arguing about?
Comments that I was making on my show, on my news
you got a
show? I'm on the news now. I'm a news anchor.
What?
I'm a news anchor. Yep, I'm on the news.
No, what the fuck to do with yourself, huh?
No, I'm having a good time.
You're not.
I am, Nicki. I'm having
good is a word you
I'm having a great time. I'm alive.
Amen.
You taught me that. You did.
Oh my goodness, Ray J is a hot freaking mess. Listen, let me know what you think about Diddy's three little diddlers trying to put the press on Ray J, Chris Brown breaking it up, Whack 100 instigating and adding fuel to the fire, and Ray J potentially being that one dude in Hollywood that Diddy and his kids really don't want to cuff with. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comments, and while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. Hey yo, thanks for tuning into The Source, your source for celebrity news. Peace.